Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Most men are taught a simple but fundamentally flawed equation for attraction. We're told through movies, through culture, and even through well-meaning advice that desire is something you build by doing more. More texting to show she's on your mind. More compliments to make her feel special. More attention to prove your interest. More effort to demonstrate your commitment. From the outside, it sounds perfectly logical. In almost every other area of life, from our careers to our fitness, more input equals more output. If you like someone, you show it. If you care, you invest. If you want her, you pursue her relentlessly. This is the script we've been handed. But the landscape of human attraction is not governed by the same rules as the material world. It's an emotional and psychological territory, and here, that logic backfires. The uncomfortable truth is this: chasing kills attraction. And it's critical to understand that this isn't because women want to be ignored. It's not because they enjoy cruelty, emotional distance, or playing games. The bad boy trope is a dangerous misinterpretation of a much deeper psychological principle. The real reason is far more subtle, and it operates beneath the surface of conscious thought. Chasing sends a silent, powerful message. A message that says, "My sense of validation depends on your response. I need this connection more than you do. I am unsure of my own intrinsic value, so I must overcompensate with effort. I am trying to secure you, to lock this down, instead of allowing something to grow organically between us." This message instantly creates a profound imbalance. Attraction, true and lasting attraction, cannot survive in a state of imbalance. It requires a sense of mutual discovery, of equal footing. When one person is chasing, the other is, by definition, retreating. It removes her ability to wonder about you, to invest her own thoughts, and to feel the pull of her own desire. You've answered all the questions before she's even had a chance to ask them. In this series, we will dismantle this self-defeating pattern. I'll break down exactly why the act of chasing pushes her away, what's happening inside her mind when you do it, and most importantly, what actually makes her start to value, respect, and even chase you instead. Not through manipulation, not through calculated games, but by embodying a quiet confidence that allows attraction to unfold naturally. Attraction isn't logical. It's not a checklist of pros and cons that your rational mind gets to approve. It's emotional. Deeply, fundamentally emotional. It's a primal force, governed by the oldest parts of our brain, the parts that respond to feeling, not facts. And this is the critical mistake so many of us make. We try to apply logic and effort to an emotional equation. We think if we just try harder, show more interest, and invest more energy, the other person will have to reciprocate. But emotions don't respond to effort the way we expect them to. In fact, they often do the exact opposite. When you chase, it usually looks like this. You reply instantly, every single time. Your phone buzzes, and your world stops. You over-explain your words, your intentions, your feelings, trying to preempt any possible misunderstanding. You're constantly qualifying your statements, seeking validation that you've been understood correctly. And most importantly, you try to prove that you're worthy of her attention. You become a performer, auditioning for a role in her life, hoping your resume of good qualities is impressive enough. On the surface, it feels like you're being open, honest, and confident. But underneath, it communicates something very different. Subconsciously, you're broadcasting a single, powerful message. I need this more than you do. My emotional state depends on your validation. And the moment that message is sent, the entire emotional balance of the interaction shifts. Think of it like a scale. When both sides are balanced, there's a sense of equilibrium, of mutual respect. But when you pile all your neediness and urgency onto one side, the other side lifts up, becoming light and ungrounded. The connection is broken. Attraction needs polarity. It needs that magnetic push and pull. It needs tension. Not bad tension, but the exciting, uncertain tension that comes from two whole, independent people choosing to connect. It needs a sense that both people could walk away, not as a threat, but as a fact. Your life was full and complete before she entered it, and it will continue to be. That independence is the foundation of genuine desire. Now let's make this concrete. Think about this common example. You text her a thoughtful, engaging message. She replies hours later. Her response isn't rude, not cold, just slow. She's living her life. You, on the other hand, respond in 30 seconds. Every single time. What does she feel in that moment? She doesn't feel flattered. She doesn't feel a rush of excitement. She feels nothing. Or worse, she feels a subtle sense of pressure. There is no tension. There is no mystery. There is no challenge. Your immediate availability removes all emotional gravity from the interaction. There's nothing pulling her forward because you've already given everything away. You've shown all your cards before the game has even begun. Attraction grows in the space of the unknown, when both sides feel slightly unsure, curious, and intrigued. It dies when one side is desperately chasing certainty. Here's a psychological rule most men never learn. Desire needs room to move. It needs oxygen to breathe. When you chase, you close the distance too fast, and in doing so, you smother the very flame you're trying to ignite. When you close the distance, desire suffocates. This isn't a game. It's a fundamental principle of human psychology, rooted in the concept of value. We instinctively value what is scarce and what requires effort to obtain. Constant availability signals the opposite. Think about how desire works in other areas of life. A movie isn't exciting if you already know the ending. The suspense, the questions, the anticipation, that's what holds your attention. Music loses its power if it never pauses or drops. The silence between notes is what gives the melody its impact. Even hunger, the most basic desire, disappears if you're always full. The satisfaction of a meal is directly tied to the emptiness that preceded it. Attraction is the same. It grows in the space between people, the space filled with mystery, anticipation, and a healthy dose of the unknown. When you constantly text first, constantly reassure, constantly explain your every move, you are methodically eliminating that space. You remove the unknown. And without the unknown, there's no curiosity. Without curiosity, there's no pull. You become predictable, a solved puzzle. Here's the key shift in mindset. When you consciously decide to stop initiating contact for a while, her first reaction isn't automatic rejection. It's a pattern interrupt. Her brain, accustomed to your consistent presence, registers a change. What she feels is curiosity. This is where the magic happens. Her internal monologue shifts. She starts wondering, why is he quieter? Did something change? Is he busy? Or is he talking to someone else? Where did his attention go? These questions are a form of investment. She is now dedicating mental and emotional energy to you, in your absence. This is the doorway to chasing. She isn't just passively receiving your attention anymore, she's actively seeking to understand its absence. By creating that space, you give her the opportunity to move toward you, to close the distance herself, driven by her own burgeoning desire. This part is critical. Pulling back is not ignoring her. It's not disappearing. It's not punishing her with silence. It's simply not over-investing emotionally. When you pull back calmly, you don't explain yourself. You don't announce it. You don't make a statement. You just recenter your life. And that's when something interesting happens. She begins to feel uncertainty, not rejection. She thinks, why is he quieter? Did I misjudge my position? Is his attention no longer guaranteed? That internal questioning creates emotional movement. And that's where chasing begins. Chasing doesn't start in the inbox. It starts in the mind. Men chase when their emotional center lives outside themselves. When your mood depends on her replies, when your confidence depends on her interest, when your sense of value depends on her approval, masculine frame is the opposite. It means you enjoy her, but you don't rely on her. You choose her, but you don't cling. You invite, but you never beg. Instead of thinking, did I do something wrong? You think, if she's interested, she'll engage. That single shift changes everything. Your tone becomes calmer, your pacing slows down, your presence feels grounded, and women feel this immediately, even if they can't explain why. There's a moment when the dynamic flips. You'll notice it when she starts asking questions, initiates conversations, reacts emotionally, seeks reassurance. But this is where most men fail. They feel relief and immediately start chasing again. That's the trap. Your role now isn't reaction, it's consistency. When she asks, "Why are you so quiet lately?" the correct response isn't cold, it isn't emotional, and it isn't defensive. It's calm, grounded, centered. That emotional stability is what keeps her leaning in. Most men understand this intellectually, but emotionally they struggle. Why? Because silence feels risky, distance feels like loss, not chasing feels like surrendering control. But chasing was never control, it was fear. When you stop chasing, you face uncertainty, and uncertainty is uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where confidence is built. Women don't chase men who chase certainty. They chase men who are comfortable without it. The real secret isn't a technique, it's this. When your life feels full, no one feels chased. She chases when you're grounded, you're emotionally steady. You don't abandon yourself for attention. Stop chasing her and start standing still in your own value. That's when she turns around and follows. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.